Look, I just sat through 6 different how to scale your coaching business in 2026 videos on YouTube. And honestly, they were a complete waste of time. It's all the same recycled scripts and vogue mindset advice that you can't actually do anything with. You finish the video and you are still stuck in the exact same spot. I'm not interested in adding to that noise. So let's fix that right now. I'm George and I run Scale Ground, and I spend my days helping coaches, consultants and entrepreneurs hit that 20K a month mark with clear steps. We don't do the big audience thing. We don't do complicated ads, and we definitely don't build those 12-step funnels that break every 2 days. I care about results, and my clients have collectively put over 400K in 8 months in the bank using this simple system. Dimitra started from nothing and hit 10K a month, and Fotis landed one single deal worth 40K. And Smaragda had never ever tried selling high ticket before, and she ended up closing 5 sales in 5 days. That's a 6K in a week. In this video, I'm handing you the entire roadmap we used to get those results. We're covering positioning, offer, marketing, and sales. And I'm giving you a literal 90-day plan you can start executing the second this video ends. Does this sound fair enough? Great. Let's open the playbook. Okay, let's jump straight into it. How to start and scale your coaching business in 2026 and beyond, okay? I currently work with over 50 clients inside Scale Ground. And as I said in this video, I'm going to give you the full roadmap, positioning, offers, marketing, sales, and a 90-day plan you can actually execute, okay? Let's get into it. So niche is the problem, not the solution. What gurus tell you is that find your niche down, go narrow. Coaches spend months tweaking this niche and make zero money in process, okay? The real issue is that a niche is just a category. It's a box you share with everyone else. When you sound like everyone else, you compete on price, right? And attract the wrong clients. That is not a niche problem. That is a positioning problem. Niche says who you help. It's a label you put on. Puts you on a shelf next to 10 other coaches. Positioning, from the other side, says why you are the only logical choice. It's a claim and makes you the solve. Okay, when someone reads your message and feel personally called out, then it's when they buy. I hope that it's very clear. 2 coaches both help online coaches get more clients. Same niche, but one of the coaches says this: I help coaches who have been stuck under 3K a month for over a year finally break through using a content system that requires no ads, no cold DMs, and no big audience. That coach speaks to a specific pain, a specific situation, and a specific enemy. The reader says, or the one that listens to the video or watching the video says, that's me, or they don't. That is exactly what strong positioning does, okay? And you want to do that. So, how to build your positioning with 3 questions. It's very, very simple, and if you answer these questions, you will always know exactly who you help, the position, right? Who exactly? Who is that person? Not just their industry, their exact situation right now, what they are now experiencing, what is their situation, what result, specific, measurable, and real. Why haven't they got there? The enemy, the lie they've been told, the broken system that they've been following. Exactly. So either that's maybe ads, they're following Facebook ads or complicated funnels, whatever that is. Build your position around the truth, an enemy, and a result. It's very, very, very important to do those 3, to answer these 3 questions. And you will never compete on price again, because you're going to be positioned alone. So that was the positioning. Now offers. This is where most coaches destroy their business before even starts. They undercharge. They feel like charging real money is greedy or wrong. And because they undercharge, they attract bad clients, deliver poor results, and burn out in 6 months. I've been there, okay? So here's the truth. When a client pays a real number for your coaching, they show up differently. they follow the plan, and they take it seriously. And because they take it seriously, they actually get the result. So that result becomes your case study. That case study becomes your marketing, and the cycle builds again. More case studies, more clients. Okay? So whatever you think you should charge right now, charge more. Okay, that's the trick. So the way I structure this for my clients inside ScaleGround is 2 offers. Okay, you have the core offer, your main high-ticket coaching program. This is the full journey that someone follows, from where your client is now to the result they want. Okay, and then you have the entry offer. The entry offer is a lower barrier entry point into your world, and it's a condensed version of your core program. Shorter, lower investment, but you deliver everything. You show up completely. So here's how the math works. Take your core program's monthly value, cut it in half. Okay, that's your entry offer price. Okay, very, very simple. The entry offer isn't just a product, it's the beginning of a relationship. You deliver real results early, and at the end of that period, if then that's 4 weeks, 6 weeks, or 2 months, or whatever, you offer them the full core offer, the full program, natural, without pressure, and not hard selling and all that stuff, right? We don't want that. So I call that the frictionless accession, taking someone from just an audience to lead, to entry, to community, sorry I didn't put here, to entry to community, to entry client, and to high ticket client, without a single sales call. It's very natural, this process. And if you build this correctly, it just flows. You don't need to always just pay attention to, I don't know, like they're not different offers. It's one offer, just goes through different stages, phases. Okay, the goal of the entry offer is to blow them away. They deliver exceptional work. Don't just put, because it's cheaper than your core offer, put inside things that are not interesting. Okay, just deliver exceptional work. Show up completely how you would show up, and even more. Okay, if you do that the right way, at the end of that period, the conversion about the core offer is natural, because they've already experienced your value firsthand. And before that, we also have community that we're going to talk in another video about it, because it's very, very, very important. And we have a system in our community that not only build trust, but people are experiencing exactly how we're working. Okay, the way we are as people, and how we work, and how we deliver everything. So the next step is marketing. Okay, I want to be honest with you about the marketing. Okay, trust is at all-time low in the coaching space. You know why? Because anyone can call themselves coach now. AI helps people build offers, write content, create courses in one night. Okay, and a lot of those people have no real experience. So yes, they take your money, but they don't deliver. They promise the stars, but they deliver, I don't know, nothing. So, and those clients go back to the market more skeptical than before. Simple as that. So when you show up, even if you're the real thing, people are already looking at you like you're like with doubt, like you're scam. Okay, so you are starting behind zero already, right? That's why the system we use is built around one thing: building trust fast. This is all what we want, and I call it the community ecosystem. Now let's get even deeper, and here is the community ecosystem. Okay, here is how the community ecosystem works. Short form content. This is your attention and your belief content. Okay, so you want 2 types of content. Attention content, half of your videos. It's broad topics, bigger ideas, things that get your name in front of more people, reaches wide audiences, like 3 ways to do this, 5 steps to do that, etc. You know, and then belief shifting content, and that's specifically for your ideal client. You know, you're changing the way they think. You're challenging beliefs they have, are keeping them stuck. Okay, they have beliefs that are keeping them stuck, and you are challenging them. Okay, sorry, I'm just trying to read this fast and I'm doing mistakes. So your short form content on Instagram, Reels, or whatever you're using, post, carousel, whatever, drives people towards your long form content. Okay, and as they move, you are capturing their email. The tool that we use is ManyChat to automate this, capturing the email. Okay, someone comments a keyword, they get a DM, you collect their email, you send them the video. That's it. And now they're on your list and consuming your best content. What more do you want? Right? This is the process, and this is the steps. And now long form content. This is your trust machine. Okay, the short form content is grabbing their attention, and now you need to build trust. Okay, long form YouTube videos give people the depth they need to actually trust you. Okay, and there was a Google research that shows that people need around 7 hours of content consumption from someone before they're ready to buy. Okay, 7 hours. So you're not going to get there with 30, 90 seconds reels. Okay, that's why we want to go into long form content. Short form gets attention, long form builds trust and capture their email. Then we pull them into our community, and there it's where people see the real you and the real how you work as a coach, and you deliver and everything, how you show up. And then email, once we have this email already from the early stages, we convert them. We just send them an email when we open our entry offers, okay, or core offers or any other offers. So email is the layer that ties everything together. You own it. Your email list is yours. That's no algorithm. In Instagram and all the social media, we are renting space. It's not ours. Once your social media are deleted or blocked or stolen, whatever, hacked, you have nothing anymore. Only your email list you can keep working with that. Okay, you can reach people directly with that. So, and once a month you open a small number of spots for your entry offer. That's it. Limited availability, straightforward checkout, no sales calls needed, because they went through the whole process. It's very simple. You just need to follow exactly as I say, step by step, this framework. Okay, now sales is the part where the most coaches hate. And I have covered that for you. Let me keep this simple, because it actually is simple. Huh? I don't do sales calls, neither do my clients. Everything happens in DMs, emails, or sometimes in a quick Zoom call. Here are the 4 steps to do that. First of all, you have to share proof daily. Every day on Instagram stories, you have to share client wins, progress, and real results of your clients. Then you need a clear call to action. Every single day there is a clear call to action. If you want this, click here. Right? We can call to action. We can offer a spot in our free community, entry offer, core offer, lead magnets to capture email, whatever. But every day we have to be very clear. And for our core offer and entry offer, if you want this, click here, then send them the offer document that says everything in, they read it, they invest, done. Now 3, the offer document have to be very clear. It's clear, it's direct, it shows the result, the process, the investment, and the options that people have. Okay, people make decisions and they check out, just like buying something online. Same thing, because you've done the work before that step. Okay, and lastly, ascend with the loom. After they work with you as an entry client, and that period of thing ends, you send them a simple 3-minute loom video explaining the next step and how they can work with you further, how we can help them further. Okay, natural, no pressure. They should already, if they're serious clients, because there is where you filter the serious from no serious clients. If they're serious clients, in this entry offer and the time where you work with them in this entry offer, they're gonna have so much insights. They're gonna have already wins, right? So it would be stupid to say no to even better and more money, right? Or more progress, right? And if they're not serious, they will say no because they didn't put the work, because they didn't care, because whatever the reason is, okay? So it's a very good also, let's say, qualification process, the whole system, how we have built it. So once a month, you switch all your traffic to the entry offer. You fill those spots, you deliver exceptional work, and you ascend the right people into your core offer with a simple Loom video explaining the next steps, as I just said. When the entry spots close, you can go back promoting your core offer. That's the whole sales system. No complicated funnels, no awkward calls, no chasing. Okay? We don't chase people. We don't want to feel like this, like an ex that are texting all the time, hey, come and work with me or whatever, right? Not called DM calling and all that stuff. So, as I promised, I'm gonna now give you a 90-day plan, and this is 4 things you have to do in your first week, okay? Lock in your positioning. As we said, 1 sentence, simple, clear, who you help and what you help them to do. You can go back in the video to see the questions you have to answer to create that, okay? Number 2, build your 2 offers, core offer and entry offer, okay? Price the entry offer at half the monthly value of your core offer, okay? Step 3, start posting content. Short form, half attention, half belief shifting content. Post consistently. Daily is perfect. You don't need to do 5 videos a day. It's bullshit, sorry for the word. And then long form, 1 YouTube video per week minimum, I would say. Go deep on your topic and give everything away, okay? And step 4, set up money chat. Connect your short form to long form and start building your email list from day 1. Don't leave this for the end, from day 1. Now, here's how you get your first clients fast. And I'm sure this is something that you're challenging with, okay? So create a case study offer. Tell your audience that I'm building a new program, a new offer, and I want to take on 5, 6, 7 people, 3 people, whatever you feel comfortable, at reduced rate, in return for a testimonial and permission to document your progress, okay? So every Monday morning for 90 days, so that's 12 Mondays probably, post 1 story with that exact offer. Let your stories go quiet on Sunday, it's very important, and then fresh start on Monday, 1 clear message. I'm looking for this type of person who wants to achieve this type of result, reduced rate, in return for a testimonial. Tap here if that's you. Okay, this is not just copy paste, you can personalize it a little bit, but very clear message, and then you put a sticker, and if they tap on the sticker, you have the right to contact them, okay? And then you ask them 2 questions. 1, what's the main thing you want to achieve this year? And 2, is this something you want to do it now or later? Don't say, give them 2 options, now or later, okay? You have to be very clear. This is a qualification process. So what happens if they say now or later? We'll see now, okay? The follow-up is where the money is made. We have to be following up all these people, right? Here's exactly what to do after someone taps your story. Okay, they tap your story, message them immediately and ask them the 2 qualifying questions, okay, as we just said. Then, if they say now, send them your offer document. Let it do the selling. It's so simple. If they say later, nurture them. Don't push, just stay in their world, okay? Do this every Monday for 90 days and you'll get clients. It's simple as that, guys. Repetition. Do that for every Monday for 90 days and you will get there, okay? If you don't have proof yet, bring them in your world through the entry offer first. Deliver everything you have, then ascend them. Okay? If you have proof, then sell them straight into your core program. That's it. That's the whole system. So I sometimes do both, because even though I have a lot of proof, I like to get here the clients that are a bit more skeptical still, and they want to, they're very, what I said, they're burned from other coaches in the past, and they're very, very cautious, and they really need this before they get there. Okay? The full system at a glance, as I said, starts short form content, long form content. Then we get their email in order to go from short to long form content. We invite them into our free community, and we email entry offer, and then we ascend to core program. That's it. Super simple. No, I don't want to see this picture. Let's go further. I'm trying to make this video as less than 20 minutes. I'm not going to make it. So most coaches will fail not because they lack skill, but because they make the same predictable mistakes. They undercharge. Their positioning is wrong. They rely on sales calls, and they don't build trust. Okay? Don't do these mistakes. I already told you how to avoid these mistakes. If you are not, if it's not clear yet, just watch the video again. And here are some results of mine. And I know I don't have Instagram handles here. I should do it. But Dimitra, for example, she went from 0 to 10K months. Fotis, he's a hair salon coach. Help the salons to make more money. He started making like high ticket offers, but he booked in one offer, in one deal, 40K. Esmeralda, she went from, she's a breathwork instructor, coach, and she went from never having sold a high ticket offer to her first week of launching her first high ticket offer, selling 5 times, so making 6K in 1 week. Okay, these are not outliers. This is what happens when you build a business the right way, exactly as I told you. Again, the picture is on. We don't want that. Most people watching this will do nothing. They will watch another video, look for a better framework, wait for the perfect moment. Don't be that person. Okay. Don't be that person. The coaches in ScaleGround who are hitting 10 and 20K months, they didn't find a perfect system. They found a working system and they execute it. That's it. The difference isn't talent, isn't luck, and it isn't a better niche or a better offer. It's execution. That's it. Execution. A complete roadmap, positioning, offers, the community ecosystem, sales without calls, and 90-day plan, as I promised, delivered to you in this video. Now, if you don't want to miss out on any of these playbooks, subscribe to the channel. If you want this specific playbook, DM me the word playbook 2026 on my Instagram, George Lask, and I'll send it over. And lastly, if you want to join our private free community where we host masterclasses, masterminds, and skill share sessions for free, you will find the link in the description. So come see what we are building inside the ScaleGround, and believe me, you understand everything and why this is the way to go in 2026 if you are a coach, consultant, or a creator. Okay, I'll see you there.